Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Got him downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashley really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, they think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, you know, he didn't start the season. Game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashley in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude would...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking for a gap. It's Richard. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Eagles. All that end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Crosses the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke.
They'll try the run.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Boston College right back to the line. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. It's caught. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that, my friends, is the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on third and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at...
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Gets it out fast. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line.
And they got him. A sack denied. Now. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On target. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They get to the line quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Boston College wants to play fast. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he will score! Touchdown, Boston College!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Jukes his way for more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
20, and your Boston College Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Boston College right back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Bond. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This Boston College offense has it working. Leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have it. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
With the catch, it's Knight. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's Van Dyke. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown Mustangs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the flashing. Reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's James. That's reeled in, it's Bond. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The
Was incomplete. The result of the play is a turnover on down.
first play of the drive wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Van Dyke.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically.
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, SMU. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing. and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
College, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, Boston College, 17.
So we open the final period with a third down play. To throw, it's James. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Boston College wants to play fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They just keep firing. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Down he goes. Out this drive with a sack. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
No huddle, offense to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Mustangs are on the move.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Mustangs in the hurry up.
First down for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Card in the backfield. It's nice. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the to that return at the 22. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Boston College. And once he found open, start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
SMU 41, Boston College 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Dropping back, it's James. Grab near the sticks, it's Franklin. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking downfield on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Boston College right back to the line. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's fine. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Golden Eagles will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Franklin. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Effective in the red zone.
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Working that left side now. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Mustangs line it up with a first and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The field goal is no... Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.